In this tip of the day, let's take a look at creating splines within OneCNC. Now, the first thing to note is that a spline is a special type of arc that is created by using points. So let me first just grid point snap a few points up here. Just something like this I think looks good. 5 points is enough. All right, so we're going to use these 5 points to create splines. To create a spline, head over to your command manager, go into the arc tools, and down here at the bottom, there are 3 different types of splines. Let me explain how these work. Let's start with Cardinal Spline. So I'm going to select that, and with my cursor, I'm just going to left click each one of these points. Now, as I do this, you can see that OneCNC is creating the spline, and when I'm finished, I can right-hand click. Now, notice how the Cardinal Spline actually passes through the points. Okay? In fact, I want you to think of the points as being magnets. All right? Now let's take a look at B-Spline. Now with B-Spline, let's give this a different color. We'll come down here. Let's make this one, how about a green color? All right, I'm going to digitize the same points in the exact same order. All right, now remember, this is the B-Spline. And again, those points are acting like magnets. But notice how the B-Spline starts at the first point, ends at the last point, but the rest of the spline is only affected by those points. The actual spline does not pass through. So you can think of these as being kind of weaker magnets. They're not pulling that spline up as much. All right, so there's a good example of the B-Spline. Let's take a look at the Bezier Spline next. Let's give that a different color as well. We'll go with Bezier Spline. Again, I'm just going to left click and select the exact same points we selected earlier. That looks good. We're going to right-hand mouse click, and you can see that the Bezier spline is created much differently. You can see that the points don't have as much pull or affect the spline quite as much. Now, interestingly enough, you can use splines to create geometry, and of course, you can apply toolpath to the splines as well. All right, that's it for this tip of the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.